What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to look at if we just got a Scream 7 teaser. Now, let's get out of the way very early. You could say grasping at straws. You could say it's a reach, all these kind of buzzwords. I wouldn't fight you over any of them. I think the fandom, including even myself, I would say, are desperate. And so, yeah, if you want to say, we're reaching for it, I totally understand that. But with that being said, I think this is maybe as close as we're going to get right now. I mean, obviously, we talked about the writer's strike and just, everybody's busy schedule. And by that, I mean radio silence, maybe even Jenna Ortega, right? So at this current point of time, appearing at the MTV Awards, Ghostface doing a little monologue, I think it's about as close. It's not a full-on confirmation, but what I want to do is let's watch it. It's a 27-second thing. Let's watch it, and we'll talk about it after.
Hello, MTV. It's about time someone truly appreciated my work. Too bad Gail couldn't be here tonight, but don't worry. I'll make sure she gets what she deserves. You know what they say in Hollywood? Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative, and I'm looking forward to a lot more creativity.
Okay, so it's that ending, right, that we're talking about here. 27 seconds, obviously accepting the award. I believe it won 2 different awards for Best Movie and then also the Gale fight scene. But the whole idea about psychos, right, and movies don't create psychos, movies make psychos more creative, and that he can't wait to see, more creativity. I think that's talking about Scream. You could argue, and this is where I could see the argument, that doesn't have to be talking about Scream. You could just be talking about movies in general. But considering that kind of quote or that kind of mentality goes back to Scream 1, it kind of is a reoccurring theme in the Scream franchise in general, and you're Ghostface and you're talking about it at the MTV Awards, I think they're talking about specifically Scream. So I'd like to accept it. You don't have to accept it as a Scream 7 tease. It's obviously not confirmation, but again, with the writer's strike and everything going on, I think it's probably the closest we're going to get for quite a while. I really don't know, when the next buzz. At this point, I think it's just going to happen. You're just going to hear about a Scream 7 at some point, because unless you try to time it with the July, when it comes out physically, but now it's come out digitally, right? So you had that come, and the Twitter's been active and all that stuff. Beyond it releasing physically in July, you're not really going to have maybe an anniversary, but then you have to wait. You have to wait quite a while now until you get to anniversaries of any of the movies. Probably Scream, the original Scream. So, and I'm just saying, if you want some sort of big event to kind of tie to the announcement of Scream 7. So really at this point, it could just happen just a random Wednesday. They just kind of drop the news, or a Friday. I mean, Fridays and Mondays, I think, are kind of the classics, but it could be any day. But I will accept this as a Scream 7 confirmation. Wonder who wrote it. And obviously Roger did the voice, so I wonder how early this was done or planned out, and considering the writer's strike, maybe they knew the awards were already known a few weeks ago, so they could write something. Otherwise, I don't know who wrote that script unless Roger kind of went. And I guess that's something else you can throw in. If did Roger write that? Did somebody else write that? Did a non-union member write it? I don't know who did write it, because whoever wrote it, if it is a teaser for Scream 7, I think connecting the dots of who the writer was would kind of be important. But I really don't think we'd ever figure out that information. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.